Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're gonna have a look at Xiaomi.eu. Now, coincidentally or not, but this is the first MIUI based custom ROM that we're gonna cover for the K20 Pro. And before we do all of that, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And we are doing great on Telegram. A lot of discussions happening, a lot of people are getting help. We are having fun as well. So in the description of each and every video, there is the link to our Discord server and the Telegram channel. Go ahead and join there, say a hi to me, and we can have a lot of fun. Now, without further ado, hello awesome people. Welcome to Smartphone Tutorials. My name is Kailash. Let's get going.
Over my head, even when you lived alone to make your parents mad. Say goodbye to your
Alright, so the ROM that we are talking about today is Xiaomi.eu, and it is based on the stable update of 12.0.4.0, which is not yet released for the international variant, and that is where this custom ROM Xiaomi.eu comes into the picture. Now, as you might see, I do have the AOD or always on display with this flashy new fingerprint animation and this live wallpaper working just great and doing all its wonders. But there are a lot other small under the hood changes which I have really come to like about this particular ROM in the last 2 to 3 days that I have been using it. So first things first, let's actually start with the settings system option. So if you go to about over here, there you go. This is MIUI version, MIUI 12.0.4 stable. So this is an update, or this is a custom ROM based on the stable China build. So the beta features might not be there, but the good news is a lot of stable features are there and the ROM works as advertised. Now let's talk about the things that I really like about Xiaomi.eu. Now, what essentially Xiaomi.eu is? It is a version of MIUI almost the way I love it and like it. It's a combination of stable and beta features which make sure you get the best of both worlds without compromising on stability, battery life and performance. And it is smoother and more battery efficient compared to the stock Xiaomi ROM. Now, starting with the launcher itself, if you have a look over here, surprise, although I'm using the system launcher from MIUI 12, it does have the Google Now feed integrated, which works really well for me. Now, if I go to the home settings over here and click on more, you can see the -1 screen. I can also set it to App Vault, which actually brings us to the new App Vault, or the improved App Vault if you will. It looks really nice, and the best part is, so in previous builds of Xiaomi.eu, this used to be somewhat Chinese and all the other things, but as you can see over here, the workouts, the screen time, smart devices, the shortcuts and all the other options in settings. You can change the headline, background, the managed services option. So all of them, they are working just fine, and it is very coherent, wherein it is integrated in such a smooth way that you don't really feel that this is a third party skin, or this is really lagging or something like that. It does have its lags and performance issues compared to the AOSP ROMs, of course. Any custom Android skin will, but not to discredit Xiaomi.eu. Well, matter of fact, the Android 10 gestures will also work just fine. If you have a look over here, there you go. See, as you can see, they are working just fine. The Android 10 gestures work just fine. And if you go to the multitasking menu, I have enabled how much RAM is available for that option to be displayed. If you go to floating windows, as you can see over here, here's our Telegram. So the floating windows option works just fine without a hitch. You can also switch to a different app for that matter. If you go to Chrome, as you can see over here, so the floating windows option works really fine. And if you select it, and then you can minimize it all the way behind as well. There you go. So the floating window option works just fine. Wi-Fi calling, now I'm not on Wi-Fi right now, but if I go ahead and enable Wi-Fi, there we go. I have a look over here. I'm pretty sure this would be looking very small, but the moment I connect to Wi-Fi, it has immediately switched to voice over Wi-Fi. So voice over LTE, voice over Wi-Fi, video calling on carrier network works just fine. Next up, we can go ahead and talk about the camera application. So the camera application does come with a whole lot of features, wherein the portrait mode works just fine. It does have all these previous options which were available. There are some beta features which are still not available in this update, but then again, hey, this is a stable update and not exactly a beta update. So the portrait mode and all the other options are available, but something like a vlog mode is something that you don't find. But you do see that you have the dynamic mode and all the other options present, and they work as expected. So thumbs up on the camera part there. Next up, if we have a look at the gallery part over here, as you can see, you have photos, albums, memories, right? Some very old weird photos of mine, but yeah. Now another thing that brings me or makes me amazed over here is how smoothly and steadily this particular gallery works. The pinch in, pinch out feature. See, now there is some lag over here, but you have to understand this is the first time I'm using this particular feature after I installed the ROM, and once it has generated a preview of that particular view, after that it would work just fine. I will still wait for the day wherein, just like Apple, the moment you choose to use that feature, bam, it loads just like that. I'm pretty sure very soon we will see integration of software and hardware on some Android device like that as well. Now apart from this, a small neat addition that I found over here is, if you go to the screenshot menu, you do have an option called add device frame. Now this is useful for a lot of people, especially for people like me, YouTubers. I mean, you can just do this, save it and make a thumbnail, and it would look so amazing. Even the thumbnail that you see today is made using this particular method. So use device frame is an amazing option, and it works just fine. Now apart from this, in the gallery option, as I mentioned, you do have the new Square filters. You can also use the new video toolbox, which has screenshot filters and stuff like that. So all those options are working just as expected, and the best part here is this is a EU based ROM. So Xiaomi.eu is a custom ROM. It is a combination of the Chinese updates with English version of applications, and the Play Store is built in. The Play services work just fine, that is the Google services, so you don't really have any Chinese applications. And compared to the stock ROM, as I mentioned earlier, it is comparatively smooth and it doesn't have any glitches like the beta versions of Xiaomi.eu. Now next up, if we talk about the control center, it is the same old control center. It doesn't really have a lot of changes, but yes, it works smoother compared to the stock ROM, as I mentioned earlier. And even if you look at the weather UI, it is like with all those dramatic effects and stuff like that, and all of that works just fine. Now the next thing that I really liked here is, if you really go to the themes store. Now that has been a concern for me in a lot of MIUI based custom ROMs. As you can see over here, you do have dynamic wallpapers, ringtones always on display. Just look at the collection of different always on display themes that you have over here. Alright, so for some reason I had to take it off Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is working just fine. I don't see a reason why it was not working, but nonetheless, as you can see over here, the list goes on and on and on. That is what I'm talking about. Even though these are from the Chinese versions and stuff, but they work as expected, and they have animations, and trust me, they look beautiful. Now, apart from this, if we actually go to the settings option over here, and say if you go to sounds or display for that matter, you do have all the standard MIUI 12 features like Sound Assistant, which was recently introduced in the stable version 12.0.3, multiple audio sources. This is a really interesting and useful feature for me. And the best part is, when you talk about it from a user interface point of view, if you go to wallpaper, you go to super wallpapers, you do have the Faraway Rings or the Saturn Live wallpaper that is included. Now talking about the battery backup, I easily got around 7 to 8 hours of screen on time over a 24-hour usage, and it is definitely better than what I get. You do get the ultra battery saver mode, and everything else works as expected, so not really bad in any of those senses. Now the fast charging or the ultra fast charging 27 watt works fine. If you actually go to settings here and you go to the charging animation. You have 3 or 4 different types of charging animations, and if you do go to additional settings and go to button shortcuts, over here you have all these amazing shortcuts which are available. You do have the partial screenshot option as well. So all the goodies from beta which are really useful are included. We do have screen time, which is digital well-being with focus mode, and it works as expected. And the only thing that is not available in special features is voice changer, because I still believe that is in beta. So all in all, you know, from start to end, if you want to use MIUI, if you don't like the look or feel of AOSP, you still want MIUI and you want the phone to work as expected with rock solid stability, Xiaomi.eu 12.0.4.0 gets a 9 out of 10 from me, a big thumbs up, because this is a ROM which combines the best of both worlds, and you can use it as a daily driver without compromising any of the features. Now let me know in the comment section, what do you think of this particular ROM? Have you tried it or not? Are you going to try? As far as the flashing is concerned, it's pretty straightforward. You don't have to do much. Just have a custom TWRP like Orange Fox, wipe everything, format data if you wish to, and flash it, and you should be good to go. So if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at Smartphone Tutorials. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.
Talk to me like breeze running